In 1978, Beijing opened its doors to the outside world. However, both in and outside of the country, few had foreseen China's phenomenal rise. Over the past 40 years, China has recorded an average annual GDP growth rate of around 9.5%, fostered a middle-income population of 400 million, and lifted more than 700 million Chinese people out of poverty. China's reform and opening up was initiated by Deng Xiaoping in 1978. It has since formed a path of socialism with Chinese characteristics, and if it hadn't walked down that path, China wouldn't be where it is now. In the last 5 years, China has made historic achievements in reform and opening up, as well as socialist modernization. And these changes have been driven by the leadership of the CPC, with Xi Jinping at their core. China has established its status as a major world power. It has the largest foreign reserves, the second largest GDP, and the third highest level of foreign direct investment. Today, China also contributes over 30% of global growth. Over the last 40 years, the Communist Party of China has continuously enhanced its development and core role, providing a strong foundation for progress. China is still in the primary stages of socialism. It has adopted a basic economic system, with public ownership playing a dominant role and diverse forms of ownership developing side by side. While allowing the market to decide resource allocation, the government plays a major role in making China's macro policy more efficient. The progress in China's socialist market economy has amazed the world. And in the last 5 years, some 21.6 million companies have been registered in China. And these changes have all been made possible by China's unshakable faith in socialism with Chinese characteristics. China's achievements have proved that socialism with Chinese characteristics is working well for China. And China has also been able to share its success with developing countries around the world. For example, the China proposed Belt and Road Initiative connects dozens of countries in Asia, Europe and Africa. Meanwhile, the China-led Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has financed 23 projects worth $4.2 billion. On top of this, China-Europe freight trains and economic corridors between China and neighbouring countries are benefiting people in unprecedented ways. The world is becoming increasingly open. For countries that want to prosper, turning inward is not the way to go. As trade protectionism rises in the US, China's pledge to further open up is even more significant. China will continue to drive globalization forward and help maintain an open, free and fair international trade system.